Hello, everyone. Hello, YouTubers. This is Anonymous T. Hope you're having an amazing day today. So today we are reacting to Cardi B canceling Christmas on Tasha K. So today's April Fool's, and we were supposed to have an injunction hearing this morning at 9:30. I had my Zoom information and it was a negative. But come to find out, and thanks to Pacer and thanks to Byron, this got canceled. So apparently, reading in between the lines of what is taking place and like what I've seen on Pacer as well is that today's injunction is canceled. However, potentially there can be a date in 30 days from now in the event something happens. So basically what this means and what kind of Byron was trying to say without saying it is that it sounds like Cardi B and Tasha K came to some type of agreement. Tasha K decided to settle in some capacity. We do not know the details of what that entails, if it's a gag order, if she's going to stop talking about Cardi B, if she's going to stop doing the I Ain't Got It merchandise. We do not know the extent yet of what those details are, but we do know that there is a settlement of some sort to where Tasha K has to adhere to stopping all of the bullying, all of the slandering, all of the subliminals and everything else of Cardi B. Because why would you go through with an injunction hearing when you know that you are guilty, when you know that you could risk losing everything? And Cardi B is a better one than me. I'm sorry. Like, Cardi B had to put her health information out to the world and all this stuff to debunk the lies that Tasha K told on her. She's a better one than me. I can tell you that. But with that being said, this is separate. I want to keep in mind, you guys, from the appeal. But this injunction basically is about, stopping Tasha K from continuing to discuss Cardi B, continuing with the I Ain't Got It stuff, continuing with all of this other nonsense. So we will see if this holds up for the next 30 days. We'll see if this holds up for the next 30 days. And then some people were, alleging in the comments from Byron's live, I believe, that, Tasha K might be having surgery. She might be having thyroid surgery or this and that. I don't know. But what I do know is we will see what happens. Because I think this is far from over, unfortunately. I think the thing is, I think what's going to happen, the problem with Tasha K is, she hasn't gotten high of viewers compared to the stuff that she said about Cardi B. Let's just keep it a buck. And it's no shade. It's no shade. She has, nearly 1 million subscribers. She gets a lot of views anyways, but those Cardi B videos were in the millions. And I feel as though, whatever happened, because this apparently got canceled yesterday, this injunction hearing, Tasha K folded and begged, and pleaded for, this to somehow end. So it's kind of like how you have like a little grace period. You have a 30-day grace period to see whether or not you are going to keep up your end of the bargain, Tasha K, and not slander, not bully, not subliminally talk about Cardi B in any capacity, nor will you use your employees or your allies to do it for you. Because Cardi B's lawyers are everywhere. Cardi B's people are everywhere. They all are on all of these platforms monitoring all of Tasha K's activity. But after the 30 days, if Tasha K resumes the hashtag I ain't got it, the hashtag, the check isn't going to be, you know, coming in the mail. It's going to be post-dated and this and that. If she's going to, you know, continue on with that narrative, you know, we'll see. We will see what happens. Because the moment that Tasha K starts back up and starts coming for Cardi B again, they are going to be right back in court. So I don't think this is over by a long shot. I think this is just a game. I think Tasha K is playing checkers, and I think Cardi B is playing chess. I think this will be Cardi B's last opportunity to show some human decency to Tasha K to say, all right, let's see whether or not you actually keep your word this time. Because ever since the, you know, really for the past 3 years, even while, you know, this, you know, lawsuit was going on, and even during the trial, and even post the trial and post judgment, Tasha K still was going hard in the paint talking about Cardi B. So we will see. We will see whether or not Tasha K sticks to her end of the bargain and doesn't talk about Cardi B in any capacity. But we'll see. I don't know. I do not know. We'll see if this holds up. But again, this is separate from the appeal. Tasha K is still on the hook for that $4 million to Cardi B. So they can delay and delay and delay, but at some point, she'll have to pay something eventually to Cardi B. Especially to Cardi B's attorneys. Because they're going to ensure that they receive payment. And as for everything else, I'm not sure at this time. I haven't heard anything yet. If anything else is still on the table in terms of the rumored tax evasion and the other stuff. But pretty much what I could say and kind of interpret from what Dennis Byron wasn't saying was that essentially, you know, Tasha K behind the scenes, not the show that she puts on for you winos, but Tasha K behind the scenes basically begged and groveled to Cardi B, you know, I want this to stop. I want this to go away. I don't, you know, I was just joking. You know how it is. You know, I'm just a blogger out here just trying to make some coin, blah, 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 blah. Please do not take away my channel. Please do not take away my app. Please don't take away my website, blah, 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 blah. I promise I won't talk about you. I promise this is done. I've learned my lesson. This is that, blah, 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 blah. Please do not do anything. Please do not take my channel away. I'm a mother and I'm a wife and I need to provide for my family and no. So, Cardi, also being a wife and mother, said, okay, we are going to agree to this. We are going to agree to these terms. And if you break any of these terms during this 30-day grace period or beyond, we're going to have another injunction hearing. As of now, there's not another injunction hearing that's scheduled that's on the table. But there will be another injunction hearing at any point during these 30 days or even after that, you know, Tasha K reverts back to the things that she was saying about Cardi B. So that's what, you know, that's what's on the table, at least from what I can deduce, is that it basically sounds like Tasha K, you know, folded and begged, you know, Cardi B and her attorneys to try to resolve this because she doesn't want her channel taken. She doesn't want all this stuff taken from her. But the problem in this is that Tasha K has been pretty consistent throughout this whole process of putting on a certain show for her winos. So I just don't know if she's going to keep up her end of the bargain. And this is even separate from the $4 million judgment, right? But I just don't know if she's going to keep up her end of the bargain. Because the views that she's still getting good views. There's no hate. There's no hate or anything. Nobody's hating on her for, you know, having, when she did hit that 1 million subscribers or what have you. Nobody's hating on any of that, right? I want everybody to win. I want everybody to be successful. But I do not subscribe to lying on people. I do not subscribe on, you know, slandering others and this and that. It's one thing to have your opinion. It's one thing to give your point of view on something, to give your perspective. We all can agree to disagree on certain things, but it's another to just blatantly defame and slander somebody. And then repeat it to the point that your followers are bullying and slandering these people on their social media pages. Like, it's just too much. It's just too much, and a hard lesson needs to be learned. So we will see, like I said, if Tasha K keeps up her end of the bargain or not. We will trust. There's eyes and ears everywhere. There are eyes and ears everywhere. There's double agents. There's people out in these streets who are trying to see what is going to really happen. But as of now, we didn't have to have an injunction hearing because Tasha K settled. Tasha K folded and tried to work something out with Cardi B temporarily to show in good faith that she's going to leave her alone for once and for all. So we will see if that remains. But if not, they'll be back in court for another injunction hearing. And at that point, the judge is going to come down. Because it's been too many times, there's been too many instances where it's like, she just doesn't get it. But I think finally somebody must have gotten through to her that this isn't a good look. And that she could really lose everything. So there's that. So we'll see what happens. We'll continue to monitor what takes place. But as of now, Cardi B canceled Christmas and said, hey, if you agree to these terms, we'll see what happens. We won't take your channel away. We won't take your app away. We won't take your website away for now. But if you break these terms, if you break any one of these terms, we'll see you back in court. And we will go after your channel. And we will go after every single thing because you didn't keep your end of the deal. And again, I want to reiterate, this is separate from the appeal of the $4 million judgment, right? So that is still, Tasha K is still on the hook for that $4 million judgment. So let me know your guys' thoughts. What do you guys think? Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you're notified the moment I post new content on my channel. And with that being said, I will talk to you guys again pretty soon.